Rivet crew, it's Monday. Let's get this week started with a little 18-minute AMRAP called 18-wheeler. We have some bike, we have some wall balls, we have some dumbbell snatches, and we have some toes to bar. So we have some good kind of, explosive movements, some good gymnastics movements. We have a lot of overhead stuff to do today. You'll notice all the rep numbers. Immediately what jumps out at me is these are all very manageable rep numbers for each thing, right? So bike, it's either 18 for the fellas, 15 for the ladies, 15 wall balls, 12 snatches, 9 toes to bar, right? So all these things, no big sets of anything, relatively small. We should be able to kind of move through these at a nice consistent pace because of this, going mostly unbroken on most of the things, maybe all the things, and getting about anywhere from 4 to 6 rounds today. Looking at it right now, if you spend a minute for each movement, that will put you at 16 minutes. So that will put you a little over 4 rounds. So if we're trying to stay ahead of that, probably trying to finish each thing in a minute or less, that'll put you in more like the 5+ rounds range. So obviously each thing's a little bit different. You got to work at your own capacity. Bike, probably the longest station, right? That's going to take a little over a minute, probably for most people. Wall balls, a little bit less. Dumbbell snatches, a little bit less. Toes to bar, a little bit less. Average of about a minute per station. Wall balls, 15. Let's try to go unbroken on that one as much as possible. Maybe one quick break if necessary. But trying to get those 15, commit to the nice big set. One of the focuses of the cycle that we're in at the moment leading up until the open is actually cycling. Both barbell cycling and rep cycling workouts and trying to get comfortable with bigger sets. Sometimes doing smaller quick sets in a workout is beneficial, and that's the goal, that's the focus, that's what we want to do. That is the training stimulus. But sometimes we actually want to push ourselves out of our comfort zone and go bigger sets. I would say today's workout is a good one to push yourself into bigger sets. So try to go as unbroken as possible. I think 15 wall balls should be doable for you. And then same thing with those 12 snatches. It's only 12 snatches, 6 per arm. This should be done ideally in an unbroken fashion, just one right after the other. Get them done. Scale, use a lighter dumbbell if necessary, but try to do all 12 reps in a row, alternating hands every single time. And then those toes to bar, again, I know if you have the capacity for it, let's bust out 9 unbroken, or maybe a 5 and a 4, maybe one quick break, possibly 2 if we're doing a 3-3-3, but try to get them done relatively quickly. Things to think about as far as body is concerned, think about shoulders today for our wall balls, dumbbell snatch, and toes to bar. I'll start with the toes to bar. So very, very important that we use our shoulders to push down on the bar as the toes are coming up. Often see people not using their shoulders that much, and they're just kind of going from a dead hang, and that bar is so much further away if you don't push down on it. Whereas if you push down on the bar, it actually brings the bar closer and makes it more efficient to get those toes to the bar. So make sure you're using those shoulders to push down on the bar when you're doing your toes to bar. Dumbbell snatch, we have to be very aggressive with that overhead lock, right? This is a kind of a shoulder heavy workout today with these 3 movements I'm talking about. So with the snatch, the faster you can get to that lockout, the less fatiguing it is to the shoulders. If you don't use your hips and legs enough, if you don't get enough jump, enough drive on the way up, we end up doing a lot of pressing out with our snatch. It's really going to burn those shoulders out. So really try to get that quick, bam, just lock it out immediately, punch it straight up. Try not to press it out any more than you have to. Hopefully you won't have to at all. Let's save those shoulders there. And then last one, 2 tips on the wall balls. So at the bottom, right, rather than just totally holding the weight with your hands, which fatigues the shoulders, use your chin as a third point of contact and a little bit of support. So when you're in this position, you have your hand, and chin supporting the weight of the ball, right? This also helps kind of keep the ball in line with the body, keeping it close so you're not leaning forward, and makes for a more kind of straight up and down path. So 2 hands, 1 chin, support that ball. And another thing with the shoulders with the wall balls is this little tip. So after you come out of the squat and you throw the ball up, rather than standing there with your arms up waiting for the ball to come back down, go ahead and throw that ball up and immediately just let your hands drop down and relax, and then wait for the ball to come back down and catch it right here. Doing this every single rep doesn't seem like a lot, it's less than a second, but over the course of all those reps doing this is fatiguing to your shoulders. So throw the ball up, bring it back down, relax, catch the ball here, remember the chin, you're good to go. Then of course, stamina squats, as it is Monday. This is I should know this, I'm not sure what week we're on. This is week 4 maybe, or even week 5 of our stamina squats. As you can see, once again, the reps go down, but the weight goes up and the round goes up. Rounds go up as well. We're doing 7 rounds. And remember the format, so for today it is 2 front squats in that first minute. The next minute is 4 back squats, and then 2 and 4, you're going back and forth. And I believe it is 72% of your 1 rep max front squats. Make sure you get those done. All right, have a great day, everybody. Get it done. Talk to you tomorrow.